Join me for a really quick hip mobility session. I'm talking like 10 minutes. So meet me on your sit bones, feet about mat distance apart, and we'll start with 90-90s. So I have my feet flexed, my heels pressing to the mat. I'm gonna drop my knees to the right, and then all the way over to the left. Now I'm trying to press my knees all the way down to the ground, but if they're not going there today, that's okay too. So we get a little bit comfortable. We start opening up these hips here. Then I like to start adding on a little more intention. So now I'm going to pick up one knee, in my case the left knee. I'm going to open it as wide as I can get it before following with the right side. And then I'll do it again. Right knee lifts as far as you can get it before following it with the left. That's really important. You keep those heels pressing down into those spots that they started in, because when the heels move all over the place, then we're losing the activation through the hips. And we're going one more on each side. Nice. Now from here, lift your hands. My left knee is connected to that right heel, and I'll lift my hip up. Lowering down, lifting again. Let's do 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Good. Now I'll do the same thing on the other side. So bonus points, if we flip those knees right over, lift the hands, same thing, hips lift, hips lower. We're going 5 reps. Now if lifting the hips is a little uncomfortable today, know that you're not alone. You could always have the hands on the floor for a little bit more support, or use some blocks, which I know I'm not using right now, but if you have them handy, they're great. Now hips come back down, flip those legs over, arrive into this position, and then just open it up a little bit. So I've got my right shin parallel to the short side of my mat, left shin parallel to the long side. Hands could stay on the earth if you want, otherwise I'm bringing my hands to my head. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, hinge back. Inhale, slide forward. Exhale, slide back. Just creating a bit of space through the low back, through that hip on the right. Good. Now, if you want a little bit more support here, you can lean forward and plant your hands. If you feel pretty comfortable, you'll sit back like this. Gaze goes towards that left foot. I want the ankle and the heel nice and aligned. And we'll plant the hands, lift that left leg. Now you're noticing, really not lifting up that far. That's okay. I want you to lift as high as you can. But for me, I try to keep my torso nice and even. And when I keep my torso straight up like that, I'm not able to lift as high, right? We can go a lot higher if we create movement. And we don't want that. We want to move through our true range of motion. So little baby lifts is perfect. Give me 2 more. Last one. Okay, love it. Now plant the heel down, take your left hand to your left hip, and then pull the left knee up toward the sky. Inhale, come down. Exhale, pull up toward the sky. There we go. Last 2. Last one. Now lift the knee up, hold. Now what I do is I take my left hand out, my right hand out a little bit for a bit of support, and then I'll extend that leg. Bend, knee tap, knee lifts, extend. Bend, knee taps, knee lifts, extend. There we go. A few more. Last one. As you extend, stay and hold, and then just give me a few pulses, working right into that hip. 3, 2, and 1. Plant it down, sweep back up. Now we're going back to that lifted left foot, or a hip internal rotation. Plant the hands down, lift the foot. Now hold for me, stay. We're just breathing. Now I want you to continuously think about pressing that heel up as high as you can. Stay with me, breathe with me. We're looking for a little bit of cramping here. Holding for 3, 2, and 1. Let that foot come down. Nice work. Okay, let's flip it back to the other side. Let those knees fall all the way over. Arriving here. Left shin parallel to the short side, right shin parallel to the long side. You're welcome for hands on the head or hands on the mat. We take an inhale, hinge forward. We take an exhale, hinge back. There you go. Just create that space through the hip, through the spine. Open it all up. Whatever range of motion you're in today is perfect. Doesn't have to be crazy. Doesn't have to be big and huge. Last one. All right, you know what to expect a little bit. So if you want a little more support here, lean forward, hands to the earth. If you're feeling pretty good, have the hands down, sit nice and tall. Try to keep the torso nice and even. Gaze to that right heel, heels in line with the knee. Lift. So the muscle we're engaging is right in here. So really tune in to that muscle as we pick it up. Try not to use momentum or force. Try to engage. You may not even be lifting the foot today, and that's okay, as long as you're feeling that activation. That's all we're looking for. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Nice. Now from here, heel stays down, right hand, right hip, push down, and then draw that right knee up. Doing these little knee lifts once again. So this is hip external rotation. Pop out here. Let's go last 2. Last 1. Now with that knees lifted, we keep it there. Left hand comes out for a bit of support, and then pick up the leg, extend it out, bend and tap. Here we go. Really getting into that hip here. Feeling all kinds of good stuff. 2 more reps. Last rep. Good. Now as we have it lifted, let's keep it lifted. Keep it nice and straight. See, I almost forgot. Let's pump it out. Maybe I didn't forget. Maybe I just didn't want to do the pulses. All right, just get that hip nice and fiery. Hang here, hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend, tap it back down. And we're arriving back in this position, so we want to pick up that right foot now. So hip IR, gaze over, hands plant, core tight, and lift. We're just staying. Long deep breaths through the belly, not through the chest. Think about pulling that heel up as high as you can get it, really activating through that hip joint, almost like you're trying to drive the heel forward. Keep holding. I know it's a little uncomfortable, looking for that cramp, really looking to hold that end range. Stay with me for 2 and 1. Tap it down. Nice work. Okay. Take those feet nice and wide, just lazy windshield wipers here. This is kind of where we started. So we let some of the sensations come out through the hips. And then what we'll do is lift the knees, cross the shins, roll over. All right. Big toes together, rock your hips back towards your heels. You could keep your hands down to the ground. You could go on forearms. Let's open those knees nice and wide. And then just inhale, shift forward, and exhale, shift back. I'm just starting to make these little frog rocks. Now, some of my friends are going to say, okay, this is perfect for me, in which case you'd stay. But if you like a little more intensity, what I like to do is press my hip back to my heel and then extend one of my legs long. Doesn't have to get fully straight. Tuck the toe back in, extend long. Tuck back in. I'm going to turn to the side for this one. All right, and we kick it out, we send it in. We kick it out, we send it in. So you're either going forward and back in those frog rocks, or you're extending the legs. Almost there. One more each side. I love it. Wherever you're at, come up to the hands. So just slide those knees in. And maybe from your hands and knees position, you're giving yourself a little bit of circles here. And then from there, planting the hands, stepping the feet outside of the hands, sit your way down into a nice low squat. Press your elbows to the knees. Think of rolling the weight back into the heels, almost like you're stacking the ears, shoulders, ribs, and hips. And we're just hanging out. Just a nice active low squat here. Really great way to open up the hips and the adductors. I like this position too because it helps decompress the low back. It helps us work on our ankle mobility. It's just a great place to be. We're just hanging out, enjoying these last few cycles of breath. And of course, sending a little bit of gratitude to the body for actually making it to practice today. And that's the thing, right? Our movement practice can be balanced and realistic. It doesn't have to be crazy every day. So the fact that we came in, we worked through a little bit of hip mobility together, that's it. Now you can have an awesome rest of your day because you know you took care of yourself. All right, let's take a big cycle in. And with that big exhale, hands come down, straighten those legs, start to heel toe those feet into about hip distance. Reach for opposite elbows, give yourself a little sway side to side. And as you do, you're slowly gonna roll up to standing. Right, maybe roll those shoulders a little bit, maybe give yourself a little bit of a stretch, but wherever you're at, you are all done for the day. Thanks so much for joining me for our session.